And in fairness to Lattafa, they have created something that isn't exactly a clone of anything else, but it sort of does really remind you of a certain group of fragrances in the modern market. The Lattafa Asad line has been making waves in the community ever since the original came out. It revolutionized the Sauvage Elixir game. We finally had a much more affordable and probably more easy to wear replication of Sauvage Elixir. Spicy, intense, masculine. It was seen as one of the best value fragrances out there in the Middle Eastern market. And not too long after the original Asad Zanzibar came out, which had some controversy, it was an original creation from what I can tell, an interesting salty coconut iris summer fragrance that had mixed opinions, let's say that. And today we're reviewing the latest flanker in the line, that is Lattafa's Asad Bourbon. And here's what the box looks like, which I think actually looks pretty cool. Before I open up this fragrance, guys, I want to just inform you that today's video is sponsored by DXB Perfume, who are now a long-term channel partner for School of Scent. They are the ones who provided Asad Bourbon for us to be one of the first channels to review it, which is very kind of them. You should go check out DXB Perfume, guys, if you are interested in Middle Eastern fragrances. They have a range of your favorite Middle Eastern houses on there. They are a retailer who provide brands like Lattafa, of course, Rasasi, Ajmal, Afnan, as well as other Middle Eastern fragrance houses. The great thing about DXB Perfume that I really love about them, even before I was partnered with them, I would actually use them to get Middle Eastern fragrance samples. The fact that they do both samples and full bottles is a really rare feature that they have, which is great. So you guys can go ahead and check out some of your favorite scents on there in either volume size and see what you will add to your collection in 2025. Go ahead and use our code SCHOOL15 at checkout to get 15% off. Okay, let's open up Asad Bourbon. I've given this a full wearing. I've given it a first impression one day and then a full wearing another. And this is quite an interesting fragrance. And here's how the bottle looks like. So it's, as you expect, it's like the other two, but it is brown. I guess it's to give off a boozy vibe. This fragrance is interesting. Let's just get to it, guys. This is not what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting them to stay on the original train. They kind of made an original fragrance with Zanzibar. I thought Bourbon was going to be a new original creation, not trying to replicate anything. And in fairness to Lattafa, they have created something that isn't exactly a clone of anything else, but it sort of does really remind you of a certain group of fragrances in the modern market. 37.9% of people who watch School of Scent are subscribed to us. If you guys really want to see our channel grow, go ahead and click subscribe. Let's get that number to 40%. Thank you. When you first apply Asad Bourbon, you will expect a very intense projection from this fragrance. Actually, this fragrance projects really nicely in the first hour or two, and it makes you think it's going to be quite a long-lasting, strong fragrance. But I'll get to performance in a second. This straight away smells fruity, woody, ambery, a little bit boozy, a little bit spicy. The note breakdown, I think, is confusing people. I think a lot of people are expecting a, let's say, Jean-Paul Gaultier Scandal Absolu replication with that plum note. I'm not getting exactly plum. To me, it just smells generally fruity. I'm putting this in the same family as fragrances like Azzaro, the Most Wanted Parfum, or Stronger With You, absolutely. It is that glue perfumery that's really mass appealing, doing really well in the market right now. And I think I know what Lattafa are doing with this release. They know that people like this kind of DNA. It's evening-esque, warm, inviting, mass appealing. It really struggles to fail, this DNA, because it's so easily loved. So overall, I would say it does give me strong vibes with those two fragrances. It's that kind of family in general, but overall it slightly is still its own thing. But I will say, if you already own Azzaro, the Most Wanted Parfum, if you already own Stronger With You, absolutely, I'm not sure why you would need to own this unless you want a really affordable alternative to them. So let's say you want to save your more expensive fragrances that are in this family, you want something that's a more affordable daily wear, you could go for this instead. It smells high quality, it smells smooth. The scent profile, I would say, is linear. Maybe it becomes a little bit woody on the dry down. It has that cleanness from the vetiver and the lavender. You're kind of getting it there. But overall, I do think that note breakdown is a little bit misleading. Yes, so overall, I'm getting 6 hours. Really surprising longevity with this fragrance. Maybe 6 to 8 hours if you're really pushing it. I was surprised by that performance. As I said, guys, it really feels like it's going to be an intense, loud fragrance that's going to last really long, but it goes into a skin scent quite quickly, surprisingly quick. So I'm getting around 6 hours with a, let's say, medium projection. It starts off really strong and then gets close to your skin quite quickly. I see this as a fragrance that is masculine, can be worn by most age groups, maybe be 18 and above to wear this. You can wear this in the autumn, winter, and springtime. It's definitely a sexy fragrance. I think it's going to do well. It smells higher quality than its price tag. But for me, I wasn't entirely impressed just because of the fact there are so many fragrances on the market right now that are kind of like this. It is sexy for sure, but I'm not too impressed when there's similar stuff that's just a little bit more expensive. But hey, this is around £30. If you guys use our code SCHOOL15 at DXB Perfume, you can get this for 15% less as well, of course. Not a mind-blowing release by Lattafa, but not bad either. I still think a lot of you guys will enjoy this fragrance. For me, I'd personally give this a 7.5 out of 10. I kind of like Asad Zanzibar a little bit more from what my one spray, my one try, but I need to give this a full wear now and see my final thoughts on that. But I kind of like the fact that we're going in a more original direction with Asad Zanzibar. I wish I did the same with this. But hey guys, let me know, are you excited to try out Asad Bourbon based on the review I've given today? Hopefully I've given it a fair overview and a fair judgment. Let us know your thoughts and comments down below, guys. And again, make sure you check out DXB Perfume in the video description down below, as well as in the pinned comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my previous video on Chanel's Superleggera up here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.